I want to ask you just before we wrap up. I want to ask you about social media and being present in and being how to say needing to promote yourself. I think on a daily basis. How are you living with that? Is this something that you like? You do casually? You do yourself? You have someone do it for you?
Okay, regarding the only active page I have is on Instagram, so I'm not really present on other social media platform like Twitter, Facebook is abandoned. So the only thing is IG, and all the following and people follow me is all natural followers, despite the fact that nowadays people are happy to buy their followers. Mine was pretty much all depending on what I was doing. I don't have anyone following my page. I had it for a short period of time a couple of years ago, but I didn't like how they handle it, so I decided to do everything by my own. I'm not super active on it. I have a PR company working with us for the restaurant, but just for the restaurant, so for Estro, but not for me personally. And they are very useful. You need, I think in Hong Kong, in such a competitive market, you need a PR company helping to connect with the right people and to push you in the right direction. Otherwise, for you independently, it's very difficult. There's very few examples in Hong Kong who don't have a strong PR behind that manage to be in the right place at the right time. So this PR company is helping us to keep in contact with the right people, around the guides, around the awards, the newspaper, the journalists, keep ourselves in the momentum and keep ourselves alive in the eyes of this media conglomerate.
It is important. There is I mentioned before Barleone, which is an amazing place, mortadella, sliced in the moment and so on. But especially in the location, I have always thought if it wasn't because of a very good coordinated PR campaign, that place that is good would have been a little bit maybe.
Yeah, of course.
I don't want to say forgotten, but because life sometimes is unfair. But he did a super good job, I think.
But Lorenzo, he is himself a marketing machine. The way he connects with people, the way he tells stories, he's a marketing machine himself. He's much, much better than I am on doing that personally, And Lorenzo is very strong because the PR of himself is PR.
He did it.
He is PR of himself. He has a PR company for Barleone, but I can tell you straightforward that he is the real PR of himself. And people love him for that. Loves him for his story, loves him for his stupid creative things that in the end are so bad. They're so successful. People get so hooked up for it.
Yes.
The guy is super smart. Lorenzo is a super smart guy. And on the other hand, you don't need only that. You need to be also talented, right? So he's talented at what he does. I mean, he decided to do a bar without bullshit, without homemade ingredients, all these kind of things they used to do before. He stopped to do it, to do a very straightforward concept, serving like just classics and a little bit twist on the classic, but well done, with good ingredients, with a good atmosphere, with good food to accompany, with a very interesting design, which is not crazy inspiring, but in the end it's cool, I mean,
it's super.
Yeah. So you feel it in a real neighborhood bar. That's what he wanted.
Yes, I particularly appreciated it because I am a little bit of a hater. Let's say a disclaimer. So
disclaimer.
So sometimes I when I go to restaurants, the main thing that I'm looking for is good food.
Yeah.
And sometimes, and I speak to friends in F&B in management positions, and they said we develop restaurant concepts first based on the experience. Sometimes,
correct.
Probably not in fine dining, but
no, even in fine dining sometimes.
And I always say to Katerina a lot of time and to my friends, close friends, I just want a restaurant with white cloth and just simple food that I feel comfortable.
I don't want the experience. I want the but
And Barleone a little bit is like this.
Yes, it is, but it does in a good way, not in a bad way.
No, in a perfect way. In a perfect way.
I mean, there's example of restaurants that are super successful in Hong Kong. I would not mention because I don't want. because I'm also a little bit a hater in my little bit. No, not joke. I'm a hater of people serving bad food and having success. I have to be honest. I hate to see people serving bad food and being successful because it makes me angry, you know? I mean, it's not about having success. It's about having success and serving bad food. This one makes me really pissed. And there are few examples in Hong Kong, to be honest, of restaurants that they are experiential, let's put it this way, but they serve you shitty food, a very expensive price, and you don't understand why they're working. But they are, and they're super popular, super busy. Why?
Instagram.
No, I don't think it's only about it. I think because people, wants to hang out in this place because they're fun, you know? They're funny, you know? You have with your friends, maybe the service is good, the atmosphere is good, and then, you know, the food is not that great, whatever, you know? So, because not everyone cares about food like you and I, you know? So this is also a point, you know? If the food is decent, it's okay. I mean, I spend my night with my friends and having fun, having drinks and whatever. So if the food is fine, it's okay.
So maybe we are condemned because we are demanding with the food.
Probably
we
yes.
would live easier
Probably
without that.
Probably yes.